All right, what's up, guys? Midwestern RC, and today we got the XRT with the Max6 in it. Whoa, and it is rowdy. All right, we got my girlfriend out here. Is this your favorite car of mine? Yeah? I can't blame you. I told you they come out of nowhere. All right, so one of the popular upgrades with the XRT and the X-Max is putting a Max6 in there. From my understanding, they flow the same amperage as the Traxxas XRT 8S, but you have much more controllability with the Hobbywing in terms of tuning, like with punch level, bunch of other things. I know you can change settings in the VXL, but I've heard such good things about pairing the Max6 with the XRT or the X-Max that I just had to do it myself. Also, I might put an 1100 kV Hobbywing motor in this thing in the future. I'm gonna run it around and just see how I like it, see how it feels. We're running 20, whoa, the brake is a lot stronger. We're running 2250 gearing. Wow. Is it faster with the Max6? I'm gonna say yes. I mean, I literally have not given it full throttle yet without it just going crazy. There's full throttle. Gotta ease into it. Really testing the range of this transmitter receiver. I mean, I do have earplugs in it, so you get that power transfer to the back very easily. I have the stock settings on the ESC. I did turn the LVC down a little bit. And by a little bit, I do mean I put it to the low setting, so. All right. But yeah, we're gonna be checking the temps on the ESC with 2250 gearing and these sledgehammers. I don't think it's gonna get too hot. But we'll see. I gotta say already, with the Max6, it's almost like relearning how to drive the car. I feel like it definitely has more punch. Almost to the point where I wish I would have turned it down a click or two. I think the punch settings are 1 through 5. Yeah, because you just give it some juice and it wants to go. Like, look at that. Craziness. But out of my own personal curiosity and the kid in me, I want to see if I can just backflip this thing right away. Hopefully I have the wheel speed for this. There we go. Nice. That was super easy. Yeah, definitely a lot more punch it feels. And I'm just running the Genzace 8500 milliamp 60C soft case batteries. These things are great for the XRT. They're a direct fit. You get tons of run time. I really like them, not for bashing, just for like long jumps and everything. Another easy backflip. So what I really like about the Max6 that I'm definitely noticing is you have much more of a proper throttle curve. With the VXL 8S, it really feels like, how do I put this? Like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, blah, blah, blah to 100. Whereas the Max6 feels like you give it 1% throttle, it gives 1% throttle. You give it 17% throttle, it's getting 17. Whereas like on the VXL 8S, it feels like when you're giving it 15% throttle, it's giving you like 10% or 25, if that makes sense. That's just how I explain it, how I feel, I understand it. I'm gonna pass the remote over to my girlfriend.
Definitely more touchy.
More touchy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice wheelie. I do feel like the wheelies are easier to control at a faster speed because you have a smoother throttle curve like I was saying earlier with the percentages of giving a throttle and how well the electronic speed control responds to the throttle.
Very powerful.
So do you think it has more power?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like you get more power from it in terms of actual torque and power versus like wheel speed, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't feel faster. It feels like it has just more power, simply put.
Oh. We're gonna do a backflip by itself.
So what do you think? Like of the feel of everything?
It's definitely a lot, but it's kind of more of a game to control it better, because you have to control the wheelies and control the turning, and definitely need more focus because of the power.
Yeah, and with the punch, which is how much power is let through when you give it throttle, the punch is adjustable. So don't let the Max 6 scare you away from having this be a beginner upgrade. I think this would actually be a great beginner upgrade. I don't think nothing's wrong with the stock VXL 8S, but what I'm saying is the Max 6, you can turn the punch down to setting 1, and I think it would be more beginner friendly. I mean, even right now, I'm having to like relearn how to drive this car.
And I do want to jump it, but I don't think I'm ready.
Off this?
Yeah. Maybe the smaller hill.
There we go. All right, I've never front flipped off this ramp, but we're gonna try it, see if it works. Well, it kind of worked. That's definitely a thing about front flips is once you complete the rotation in the air, it's kind of like, oh crap, to get it to land on all four. But we're gonna give it some nice big long jumps, see how far we can make it. Ease into the throttle. There we go. All right, same thing, starting from even farther. Gonna try to get as much speed as I can coming into this. All right, so the battery came unplugged. We're just gonna do a quick heat check. 95 on the ESC, 96. Motor, saw 110. Seeing all kinds of numbers. 160s. Interesting.
Got you a golf ball.
That's what I've always wanted. We're walking up this hill and she goes, "You forgot the car." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" All right, I swapped batteries. I got the Gens Ace. How's that for a late flip? But these are the Gens Ace 6800 milliamp hard case Bashing Pro 120C, so double the discharge rate, the C rating of the last batteries that I was just using. And I can tell because able to do some crazy stuff with it now. Let's get some nice launches. Yeah. So with these Gens Ace 6800 milliamp 120C lipos, I'm definitely noticing, you know, a lot more punch just from the batteries alone, because the 120C is the discharge rate. The other batteries I had were 60C, so these are double the discharge rate. Stock punch setting on the Max 6. Let's get a nice little smooth jump. Let's give it a nice little, treat it like a berm track. This thing is hauling butt with these batteries. If I had to pick between the two, honestly, I would probably go with, like if I had to pick for general use, I'm gonna pick those 8500 milliamp soft case. I don't really do hard bashing, like, you know, I'm considering like Kevin Talbot, Rich Duperbash, RC Dude, you know, those guys. It is better to have a hard case lipo, just for obvious reasons. Now granted, when you're doing, you know, just wide open throttle sends or on a, ooh, look at that wheelie. Lot like this, we're gonna do a fresh, unedited, uncut temp check. So we're gonna pop the body off super quick. Again, 2250 gearing, sledgehammer, so bigger than the stock tires. ESC, not bad, 83, 89. Heat sink check, 138, I'm happy with that. Right on the motor, kind of not really getting a good spot to read it. Seeing 129, 132. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. All right, usually I like to stand north of the ramp. We're gonna stand south of it. It's harder to land it like that. So I'm gonna hand you this. Just avoid the poles and see if we'll let you use it. So just do whatever you're gonna do with it.
Trying to roll into it so it wouldn't wheelie right away.
Yeah, so what do you think of these batteries? Can you feel the difference?
These seem easier to drive
Really?
than the other ones. But maybe because I'm just not giving it everything. So like, right now I'm doing full throttle, so
Yeah.
it wasn't wheeling.
All right, so unfortunately the servo kind of, a bolt came loose, I can tell, my bad. So we're gonna have to stop the session for the day. But Max 6, I think it's a good upgrade. I don't think you need it as a beginner, but I think if you're loving the truck and you're wanting more out of it eventually, once you get more comfortable with the car, I think it's a great upgrade. I definitely think you should turn the punch down to like 1 when you start off, because I feel like that'll be in tune with how the VXL 8S is going to feel. With the benefits of having the Hobbywing system, having the smoother throttle. So what are your thoughts on the Max 6?
I think you definitely need to get comfortable with it, but it was very smooth to drive and it was easy to drive. But definitely turning down the punch would make it easier to get more comfortable, and then you can turn it up.
Yeah, because it was almost like, I don't want to say not enjoyable. I feel like that's a wrong way to put it. I was so used to the VXL, the stock ESC, that's kind of what I was expecting. And now I'm realizing why everybody hates the VXL 8S after putting in the Hobbywing, because of the adjustability and the better punch, which once I feel like we're used to the punch,
yeah,
it'll be like, yes, don't want to go back to a VXL 8S. We're going to bring the card out. We're going to see what we like in terms of the settings and the functionality of being able to adjust the Hobbywing. Look at this guy's hat. Hold up.
I like it.
I hope that's a hat.
But then I can jump the car. I think I can do it. I gotta get comfortable with it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that at the beach first, where there's sand and more plush landing.
Okay, I'll accept it.
All right, so next video, we're gonna have the XRT and we're gonna play around with the settings, and we'll see you guys then. There will probably be snow on the ground too, so see you guys later.